Hey guys, Tarek with CycloneFPV. It is Saturday, May 14th. It is about 7 p.m. Central Time, and I'm getting ready to build a Revelation 107 for a customer of ours. Supposed to do it last night, but we had some technical difficulties with one of our printers, and then now, for some reason, my soldering iron does not know a minimum temperature. This thing is about dead, I think. I think I've worn it into the ground, and I would say that it's survived a long time, but it is just full speed. What up, Angel? It's just like full speed, full temp now. So we may have more technical difficulties as we continue. But anyways, we are here at my house in the garage. As you can see, we're slowly getting there. It's getting cleaned up. We've got our CNC back over here, one of them sitting over here, and you'll see that in just a little bit because we're going to be cutting some frames too in the next day or so. And unfortunately, somewhere, no, I'm doing a build, man. I'm going to see what happens. I got my broom and dust tanks. I've been sweeping the heck out of this place. And somewhere in here is a wasp. So I may be running like one of those lizards on water very soon to get the hell away from this thing. But anyways, so we're here. We're ready to go. And we're going to get started on this build. So let me get going with this here. Let me show you what we're working on. Here it is. Boom, boom, boom. And I had a guy ask me, dude, why don't you change your soldering mat? It's all dirty. And well, no, these are silicone. This is stained silicone into my mat, and I love my mat. So it's kind of like anything else. Once you break it in, I don't feel like changing it. So deal with the mess. That's the way it is. All right. So what we're going to be doing is we're using the GHF 411 Pro version from JHEMCU. This is the 107 frame, the base frame that I cut. This is the one that we designed, that I designed and cut. And we have the 3D print that's going to go on top, and that will sit just like this. And on top of that, inside that will go, the Vista will go underneath, the camera will go inside, and that's pretty much it. It's going to be a pretty simple build, but we'll have some fun doing it in the process. So what I'm going to first do is, it's been a long time since I've built this particular, done this particular build before. So I'm going to go ahead and play around with some of the options that we have as far as screw sizes and how I want to mount this, just to see if I can come up with anything new during this build. But I have a feeling it's going to end up pretty much the way it was before. We do have an adapter plate here that we made. That's the adapter plate for go from 25 by 25 to 20 by 20 for the Vista kit, all right, to go on top. This sucker does fly very well. It flies pretty quick. A lot of people will tame it down. That's your choice. As far as I'm concerned, making a slow quad's hard for me. What up, John? So it's easier for you to slow it down in beta flight than it is for me to get my brain to agree to build something slow. So that's just the way it's going to go. All right. So I'm going to first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start getting, I'm going to get what needs to be prepped up and soldered, hoping that my soldering iron does not catch fire during this process, although that would make for another great video. But let's just see what we can do. So I'm going to go ahead and get this ready and tinned up first. I do want to tell you guys the following. As you know, and I know a lot of you have seen this and you've been wondering what's going on. First of all, let me make it clear, I'm not closing. I mean, somebody said, oh man, you must be closing. Are you closing? Are you closing your doors going? No, I'm not. I'm not. But on the flip side, yes, I am, to certain people. So Sam and I had a long talk about it today. And again, guys, I'm going to do a whole video on this one, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, to just explain where we're headed. We had a really big investment come in. A lot of things that we've done have panned out for the company, and we've probably got our largest surplus of money coming in. But with that, we need to make some changes, and so you're going to see some things coming up. And basically, we're going to reduce our client size. And it's just going to be one of those things where I've talked about it for a while. We're going to reduce it and automatically just eliminate people that are just, I don't know, just pissing me off, I guess. Just rude people that Sam and I have just decided, you know what, it doesn't make our day any better. The sales, somebody buys a $30 board, it doesn't do anything for me to have to deal with their attitude. So we're just going to limit it. The guys who have been good customers of ours will remain our customers. The rest of them who, if we do get new ones, they will have to come on usually by referral, because we just need to limit where we're at with this so that we can continue to grow, but grow in a way that makes us want to show up for work every day. Not something where we are somebody's slave or having to jump when somebody says jump. They expect us to say how high. I'm sure you guys can understand that. We've been weighing on it quite a bit, and it just works out better that way. The investments that we're bringing in, the money that we've brought in is substantial. It's probably the most we've brought in the last 4 years. And to invest that properly in this company means we want to be a little bit happier when we're doing stuff, and that means we're going to keep our customer base that's awesome and get rid of the ones where they just sit with their hand out asking you to return this or fix this or give them 2 hours of support on something that costs $5. At the end of the day, you can't make any money on it. Anyways, so that's that. So no, we're not closing. We're actually expanding, but we're going to do it in a way that makes more sense for the company. All right. That being said, you will see more custom work and nothing else from now on. From here, if you just want retail parts. But that being said, also, the big sale is coming. I would say to save all your money, as much money as you can, because we are doing a cost plus sale. That means we have $500,000 worth of inventory, and it will be sold at cost plus whatever shipping is. So if you guys wanted to see how cheap things can get, you're about to find out. Because we want to clear our inventory out. As you can see back here, those boxes right there, that's DJI, that's the Parrot and Afi stuff. Some of this stuff we're going to change out and in our warehouse. So get ready, guys, because you're going to see some pretty cool things coming, but you're also going to see some changes, I believe, for the better. Definitely for us for the better. And I think it'll be for our customers that are loyal, definitely for the better. All right. So now, that being said, that's my little 5-minute intro. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm going to prep this board up real quickly. So here we go. I got this soldering iron. I'm telling you, if it catches fire, it'll be interesting. DJ2S sitting right up there. It's on our website. You can find it right up there on the shelf. So, yep, we got it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tin all this up. So let's just get to tinning it quickly. No need to delay. As you can see, I haven't lost my skill for tinning. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know why. I guess people, if you do some things, people, oh, you must be going out of business. No. Actually, probably doing much better than people thought. But we have to really think for the next 5 years, how do we want to do this? And there's better ways to do things to where at the end of the day, you've really had a good time working, and that's what we're focused on. All right, so we've got this tinned. We're going to get the motors. I guess let's get the motors, the motor wires, or the motor pads tinned up as well. So let me go do that. Yeah, John, if you need a 2S, man, they're sitting right up here on the shelf. So you let me know. I got you taken care of if you need it. All right. I think we're all good on the motor side now. So let's go ahead and put this board on the frame. And I'll put the XT30 on in just a second, but I do want to see how the best layout's going to be. So we will put this right here. And then this board will go right here. Okay. And that will fasten down there, and then we will put the Vista unit on top of that. So, with that said, let's go ahead and let's get the XT30 in. Let me see. The best way to do this one, I think, will be to come in from underneath here. But let me go ahead and tin that as well. Uh-oh. Running out. Got back up right here. All right. Want to say what's up to my boys, Ashton, Landon, and Jaden. Each of them had their final games this week for football. I was the coach for 2 of them. We did not win, but man, we had a heck of a time. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the team. Not really proud of the team. It was disappointing that we had a kid that just didn't even show up, didn't even bother to show up to the last game. Real piss poor attitude, real piss poor teamwork. Hope his family teaches him how teams work, and gets him to understand that you may think you're NFL material, but you know what, bud? It's your behavior. It's how you treat your teammates that matters. So too bad he wasn't there, but for the rest of the team, man, they really tried. They played their heart out. It was awesome. Couldn't be more proud of them. And my youngest son, Jaden, had his football finals today. He did really good. They made it to the semifinals, and they got knocked out. But they played their hearts out. I'm real proud of my son. He was the quarterback for the team, and he made magic happen as always. So I'm very proud of him too. Good job, Jaden. All right, so we got our XT30 on. Now let's see how we want to do this. This should be very easy. We're not going to crank this down, so that'll be easy. We'll put our capacitor up here. That's not an issue either. And I'm going to leave this somewhat long for this purpose. All right, now, as far as getting the screws in here, let's see if we're going to go with a 10 mil or a 12 mil. That's the only thing I need to find out right now. So let me grab my screws, which are right here. Sorry, my bad. Let's see how I think it's going to be a 12 mil to go down here, but let me just check and see. I think 10 is going to be too much. Yeah, that is. Okay, now I don't want to do that. So we're going to try to go to a 12 mil. Let's see if a 12 mil will be good for this. So let me put it in my throat. Oh, that's my bro. Oh, what's that? Everybody's playing Wordle today. I'm getting my butt kicked. I got it in 4. My whole rest of my family got it in 3. Boo. Okay, it looks like the only 12 mils I have, and let me see if that's going to work. I think it will. Let me just check. So 12 to here, 12 through. It's going to be, I think, a good fit right there. Let me see. Yep, perfect. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and fasten that for now, just to here. Perfect. Yeah, that's going to be nice. That'll run. And I still have room for my... Perfect. Here we go. Hey, Al. Oh, Al, you know what? I had a feeling you'd tune in. I want to show you something. So we tracked your pack. Well, we're tracking your package, but I started, hold on. Where the heck did I just put this thing? Guys, time out. I got Al Rosinski on the line here, and he is one of my top priorities. Al, I started printing these again. So I've got you a second set being printed. They're right here. These are going to go out as well. For some reason, your tracking right now is not pulling up any data for us. So I started printing another set. So you will get these ones as well sent out to you. They should be done by this evening. So you'll get a whole nother batch. If you end up with the first ones, I'm waiting for UPS or USPS to give us a update on our tracking. We called their office, so you may end up with 2 sets. But I had a feeling you might tune in tonight. So I'll just let you know we're putting a whole nother set for you. So you should like these. They'll be just the same that we just sent you. You'll just end up with 2 of them. Sorry about that delay. I don't know what USPS is doing, but we should have an update from them shortly. So anyways, just giving you that because I knew you probably tune in and I wanted to have that handy so I could show you. This is going to be a nice fit. All right, now that we got the board down, I don't think I'm gonna have to take this back off. Ah. I don't think, like I said, I don't think the board's gonna have to come back off, so this should be unless I'm running something for a wire, unless I'm going to do something different for the wires. All right, so get a look at this one. This is basically what we're looking at. Now, this is not the Vista that's going on there. This is my personal Vista, but you'll get an idea here of what we're going to be doing. 2 hours later, by the way, the wife is working on homemade cream puffs with chocolate. Oh my God. John Cobb, your wife is an amazing cook. So, holy cow, you're a very lucky man. Let's see, I think what we'll do, this is mine, guys. Remember, this is not the one that's going in the quad, but this is, I'm just doing this for the layout. So let me see, just to give you an idea. This should go like this. Perfect. Okay, so it's going to sit just like that. And then you'll end up with, obviously you'll have this here, you'll have your standoffs. This will sit something like this. And I just want to verify everything is fitting well. Camera sits in here. And that is a fun little sucker right there, ready to fly. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and start the wiring process up. Let's get the motors. Hey, thanks, Al. That's right. I remember you had the analog, and now Al has come onto the dark side here and started flying DJI HD. So we have got a new man in the house flying flying HD with DJI goggles. And I think he loves it. Al, am I right when I say I think you love it? I think when you called me, you seemed very ecstatic about it, which is pretty awesome. All right, while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and get this in place. Let's measure our motor wires. Let's get these set. We're going to use 4mm screws for that. These are going to be pretty short runs. So let's see, we will run these. Hey, thank you guys for watching the videos. You guys, I promise you there will be a lot more cool videos coming up with some more drone stuff. It won't just always be baseball cards. I've actually got our new YouTube channel up for that, so I'm going to spare you guys all that. But I will tell you, for what it's worth, I have had the time of my life with my kids. Especially my youngest son, he's like so into it now. So I had to take a little time, guys. I just had to. I mean, we spent 4 years, 5 years, 4 years, 4 years, 5 years in court fighting for those boys. And now we got them, and it's like, man, I'm making up for lost time, coming up with all kinds of things that I didn't get to do with them before. So sometimes I deviate from the drones, and I'm sure you understand. Like today I was in the gym, my son showed up. I'm like, man, let's work out. It's just awesome. So, you know, sometimes I just take a little step back, and doesn't mean I don't love the industry, doesn't mean I'm going out of business, just means that I got a couple priorities in place there. Just like, I'm just making up for lost time. Let's just put it like that. I mean, you guys watch the news today, it's terrible, right? I mean, look in Buffalo, I think it's in Buffalo, New York, they just had a mass shooting, 10 people dead at a grocery store or something like that. It's like, you just don't know, you know, and I remember when I was, you know, you go to like these counseling places and you try to learn how to deal with, I don't know, like me, I'm a big mush pot. I love to see my kids, my wife, my family. I'm a big family person. I got to be home. I like to be with them. I don't like to be away. And anyways, guy tells me, you know, you got to do your own thing. And I was like, listen, man, you know, I get it, but at the end of the day, man, you just don't know what's coming. And so I want to, you know, I don't want to have a regret. So Scott, you know, we argued about it, but I mean, look, you wake up and, you know, you go to the grocery store. I mean, anyways, I'm not going to get into it. The point being is you just don't know what tomorrow is. And as much as I love business and I love work and I love my customers, I just sometimes, man, I just got to sit there and close the door and just be like, all right, guys, let's go do something fun. Let's go hang out, because you never know. So anyways, been having fun. Yeah, I heard he streamed it live. He was streaming it live. I mean, like, you know, it's just like, You know, what are you going to do about that? I mean, these people went to the store, their family's like, yeah, you know, you never know what their last words were to their family, but I can promise you now, you know, it's funny. I'll tell you this. I'll have some fun with this story because you pass it on if you want or turn the volume down if you get tired of hearing me. I'm going to tell you a funny story about a guy named Kit Harrison. Kit Harrison is you could search him. You should do a search. If you ever get time and you're bored and you want to look up assholes, look up Kit Harrison. He is a custody evaluator out of Houston. He tried to sue HBO because they did a story in town and somehow he was involved in the story they were doing and they were like, I think they just called him like the worst person for evaluating. Anyways, this guy ended up in 2018 being our evaluator. And he's like Kit Harrison is Kit Harrison's biggest fan. He is the epiphany of what a douchebag is, right? And he knows I feel this way. I've told him that. I even own his website so that he'll never be able to get away with, you know, he'll just always know what I think. Hey, babe. Hola. Hey, when you get a chance, can I get a cold drink for you? My wife is here. She just walked in. Let's take a moment. Hi, Mama. Hey. Hey, babe.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
How's the store?
Good. I'm gonna unload the groceries and I will.
You need some help?
No, I got it.
Okay. Well, when you're done, can I get a cold drink?
Yes.
Thanks, babe. Love you.
Love you.
So anyway, this guy, he's the ultimate douchebag, right? And I sat in his office one day, and I remember him. He said to me this. He said there was a complaint made that I had too many lunches with my boys. Now, keep in mind that my kids were in 5th grade, 4th grade, and kindergarten. So my 5th grader and 4th grader would ask me all of them would ask, hey, Dad, can you come have lunch? I work from home. I did drones. Dad, can you come have lunch with us? Come on, can you pick up McDonald's and come have lunch? I'm like, heck yeah, man, I'm there. Let's go do it. So I had a total of I think 20 lunches with all three combined, maybe 20 lunches for the year, right? I mean, big deal. This evaluator, I remember him telling me, he's like, no, that's too many. I'm like, what? He says, yeah, that's too many. You need to leave your kids alone. I'm like, hey, my kids are asking me to have lunch with them, and I'm going to have lunch with them. And I got in trouble for that. He was talking down about it. And he said to me, he said, you know, that's just not normal. Anyways, they put in they recommended that I be limited to 2 times a month to have lunch with my kids. Believe this little idiot, this putz, right? And I looked at him and I said, hey, let me ask you something, bud. You think all those parents, you know, those school shootings that just went on, those parents that, you know, were at work all the time and didn't go have lunch with their kids, and now their kids were shot and they died or whatever. I said, do you think that maybe if they had the chance, they would have gone back and had those lunches with those kids, with their kids? You think they would have put their work aside and just? And I said, because that's how I think of things. And do you believe this guy thinks I'm an idiot? He's like, he said, first of all, don't ever tell me your kids are the most important thing in the world to you. I'm like, okay, well, then now you're just a moron. Anyways, at the end of the day, Kit Harrison's just a fool. And I said, I'm giving him 5 years, and this year's the 5th year. I own his website. I own his domain names. Right? I own drkitharrison.com and stuff like that. And he's going to get a payback from me now. It won't just be his article with HBO that does him in. I'm going to go ahead and play some of the recorded meetings that we had that he doesn't know I'm in possession of. I think it's important. But anyways, point being is that's why on my videos I say, go spend time with your family. Because, man, I had my time taken away until the court finally got involved this year and changed it and gave me exclusive rights. Finally. But for 4 years, I had to fight to just go see my kids for lunch. So, anyways, that's my story. There's more. Sorry to bore you guys with it. I know it's kind of corny. It's not drone related. But I don't know how. I guess I just go off on little side notes. That's me. Don't like it, turn the volume off. All right, so we got the motors done. We're going to go ahead and tin these up now. So let's go ahead and put some flux on there. There we go. I'm just going to twist the strands up here real quick. All right, that's all. We're just going to twist these up, tighten them up pretty good, and then be on our way to building this awesome little beast. It's fun. This sucker is really fun to fly. Yep, you got to, John. You got to. People have got to step away from the chasing the dollar, man, and just go be with your family. Just go have fun. Make memories. God darn it. I don't know. It's just the way it is. And that may not be for everybody, and I get it. I can't say, you know, I can just say for me what I need. So, and I'm very thankful that my wife is the same way. She supports that 100%. People think it's weird, and I can understand that. People are like, dude, how do you work with your wife, and then you're around her all day? And I'm like, have you seen my wife? That's how. Because I'm lucky. I'll take that all day long. And I get some people, you know, I've never been that way. So when I got my kids around, now my kids are now 16 and 15, and the last thing they want to do is hang out all the time. One's got a license, and boy, let me tell you something, he hits the road, but I'm proud of him. He's earned it. He's put up with a lot. So screw it. Yeah, well, keeping the dollar, I get it. Making the dollar, keeping the dollar. Man, you know what? It's too much to worry about. I just can't deal with it. It's just too much to, you know, you worry all these things. The next thing you know, you've let it run your life. I was watching this guy. I don't know his name, right? Hey, thanks, Mike. Oh, he's a punk. And I can't wait to get him back. I promise you. There's a couple people on my list that are getting it. The guy that hit my kids, Tim Ruxford, yeah, he's a real piece of shit. You get arrested for it, and he's got 5 years, and I'll be, you know, one day he'll get his, I'm sure. The custody evaluator that pretty much just seems to be in it for the money. Anyways, I was going to say something here. I was listening to a guy, and he was talking about, I don't know. He said something very smart. He was a featured person on the news, and he said something like, they asked him, how's he always happy? And he says, well, when I realized that I don't want to go to work that's not fun, to make money I don't need, to buy things I don't want, to impress people I don't like. I'm like, oh my God, that is awesome. I was talking to my wife about that today. We were at the gym, and I'm like, you know, this was really smart thing to say. It's true, you know. You end up running your day for everybody else. This person tells you need to be here on time. You got to do this on time. And you know what they forget is, what if you do have a family? What if you do have shit to do? What if you didn't get to see your kids that night, or you had a fight with your wife and you just want to make up and oh no, work calls, you got to go do that. Well, you know what? Work's all great and all, and I get it. I mean, trust me, I get how the world works. I get that we have to all go to work and play the game. But my God, you know, it's like at the end of the day, you could miss out on something very important chasing that dollar, and it just seems like so many people do, and then it's finished. So that's why I said, you know, for us, we're going to cut back. We've got, I think the last time we checked, there you go, collecting cards and back to FPV. That's it. You know, I think when we were done, Sam and I were counting our customer base, and you know, I mean, we're not as big as the big boys, and I don't think, you know, was never a goal for us to be as big as them. We have a different, but the customer base that we have is probably almost 9,000 customers, okay? And we're cutting down to 10%. So we're going to keep probably about 900 to 1,000 customers. And I guarantee you that if you're watching this, you're probably one of the ones. But we're going to cut the rest. We're going to just, you know, slowly phase it out, and that's it. And the reason being is because if I'm going to be working if I'm going to be taking my time here to work, I want to be doing it for somebody that I enjoy working for, that I know respects my work, not somebody that's going to sit there and the minute something goes wrong, just start going crazy and acting like a fool. And oh, I'm going to tell all my friends. Man, those are the kind of people I'm out. I'm done. And Sam and I agree. Got to start focusing on doing things that keep you happy. And if it works, the money will be there to pay for the huge gas prices. And if not, well, you know what? I can always model. Just kidding. I'm hopefully going to get me a good card. I will tell you today that I scored probably the best card yet on a PSA 10. Scored it today. I actually bought it, but I bought it for about half of what it's worth. And I scored the LeBron James rookie card 2003 first edition. Yeah. I'm very excited. Cannot wait to tell my kids. So that'll be nice. All right, anyways. See? Now, that's that. What else can we talk about? Let's talk about something else. I don't know. You guys pick a topic. I don't get to talk to people much, so you're going to get all my jibber jabber today. I saw something. We have some time over the saw. Some time over the saw? You mean summer break? Buddy, I got time over the summer. Thanks, John. I didn't know what the saw was. I'll have time all the time, John. So what I'm trying to tell you is my time is being made more available for those people that it's worth being made available for. And I have to just say that we appreciate all of you that have hung in there while we've made this transition back to the house. No, we're not going broke. No, we're not going out of business. But we're just bringing it back to how it started because it's so much better. Working from home and enjoying time with my wife and having the dogs here and being able to get up and have lunch at a table at my house. I'm sure you can understand. But we will have time for everybody. This much I can promise you. Okay, look at me. I'm happy. I'm so happy today because it's something that my wife and we needed to talk about it, and we both agreed. I mean, do you know how upsetting it is? And I mean this. Get this. Do you know how upsetting it is to be sitting there? My wife. Listen. Let me start this by saying this. My wife has graduated with an interior design degree. She was offered a six-figure salary out of college, on God, to go do interior decorating for these wealthy people, for this company that deals with all these millionaires out here, right? She passed. And do you know why she passed? Do you know why she didn't do it? Because she knew if she did, we wouldn't be able to be with the kids. We were going through court. She's like, I can't. I mean, how am I going to do that? What if we need to be there for the kids? She gave up that. And you may have heard me say this before. She gave up all of that so that we could have a family, right? So she could be there for the boys, so that she could be there through court, be there through them, be there through the ups and downs. Okay? So I don't ever forget that because it was her passion. And things have changed, and we are enjoying life the way it is. But drones aren't her thing. She's not a drone pilot. Hey, what's up? She's not a drone pilot. She doesn't fly drones. You don't want her to fly drones. It is a dangerous thing when she flies drones. So she doesn't enjoy it like, oh my God, yeah, let's go, woo. Nope. So when she's helping me and she's doing the shipping, she makes her mistakes, just like we all do. And I have a great group of guys that will they'll be kind to her. Hey, listen, it's cool, no problem. And you just sent the wrong part. Can you send it? Sure, she's on it the next day. This girl, Sam checks the emails 20 times a day. I mean, she'll check it morning, during breakfast. We'll sit at the table at breakfast. She's reading the emails. I'm not. The lunch, emails. In the gym, emails. This, that. So she took a call at the gym, and she shouldn't have, but she took the call, and this guy proceeded to just chew her out. To the point, and forgive me when I say this, to the point where he called her, like she was like, sir, I don't know why you're doing this, and he called her a cunt. Do you have any idea how angry that makes me? I'm sure you do, because it would make you just as angry too. And it's like, okay, listen, I don't have time for this crap. I don't have time for you. I don't have time for any of this. Not like that. She doesn't have time for it. She's not going to be somebody's little bitch. She's not going to be talked to that way. And I told the guy if he'd like to come down, I'd be more than happy to beat his ass. But if not, we're going to shut his account down. Oh, I'm going to tell everybody. Go ahead. Tell everybody you call my wife a cunt. Start with that first. And then you tell me how many people think you're a real man for that, right? We never heard from him again. But anyways, with all that, you make these changes. And I'm very excited. And my wife's very excited. And you guys will be too, I promise, because you're going to see some cool things happening. Now, let me read where I'm at. What's up, Hydro? What's up, Jeff? You watch, hey man, I'm going to tell you like this. Get those things graded, because right now they're selling hot. I mean, very hot. It's crazy. I'm getting them all PSA graded. You gotta do that. You've got to. John, my wife will just give him a karma. Oh, that's true. Your wife will turn him into a frog. She will make him suffer. We don't have that ability like your wife does, John. So tell her if she's ever got some free time, she's more than welcome to do that to our customer. So John, you lost your engineering class. So now what? Your district's crazy, man. Not as crazy as Conroe ISD. I don't know if I told you what happened after that school fire. You know, for exactly like my wife and I, we don't live to work either. We choose careers that allows us. That's it. I mean, that's it. I know. Listen, we're not going to have the Ferraris. We're not going to have the fancy shit. But man, I'm going to tell you something. It's just like at the end of the day, I think when I was going through school or whatever, that was the cool thing, right? I feel you. I would spin kick him too, but I'm 5'6", so if I spin kick him, I'll hit him in the knees.
There you go.
What's that? Hey, thanks, babe.
I'm gonna go take care of that.
I was telling about that nice gentleman that called you a bad name while we were at the gym working out and you took the call. Yeah.
The one that wanted a LiPo battery strap bubble wrap night.
Yeah, yeah, that guy. Our hero, the real gentleman. You know, I think that's how we grew up though. I think that we grew up like, we got to have the fancy house, the fancy cars and all that. And I think those of you that have met me, or at least know me, those of you who watch my videos, you see I wear the same damn thing every day. I wear a $2 Hanes t-shirt and a $10 Walmart shorts. And I'm like, you know what? I don't understand it. Because to make all that money, I saw this on TikTok actually, or something. The guy's like, you know, I'm stuck, you know? It's like, I got to provide for my family. I got to work. To do that, I can't be there all the time. I'm not, you know, it's this circle that you think. And at the end of the day, it's real easy to criticize. And I told my wife, I said, you know, it's easy for people to say, you work too much, don't work so much. And then you have to say, well, how's that car going to get paid? How's that food going to get paid? How are we going to pay for the kids? And then it's a catch-22. You either work a lot, or some things are you just got to cut back. And it's having to understand that. And people don't necessarily take the time to realize that's stress, man. That's a lot of stress, you know? That's a lot of stress. So, but anyways, I digress. This is coming out nice though. This is gonna look sharp right here. Woo-wee. Now you got everybody, you know, one of the things that I was noticing is, you know, everybody's working now. Everybody's working. And they got kids. So what happens when they're at work and their kids come home from school? Shit, man, Snapchat racism. And that's not good. There's nothing good coming out of that. Nothing. Anyways. Card stuff's fun. I ain't gonna lie to you. Card stuff is fun. Man, my kid is just like, I'm all of them, you know, it's like, they're at that age now where, you know, like girlfriends and this and that. I mean, two of them are, not my youngest one. He's trying, he's getting there, but not yet. But you know, when I show them, hey man, let's do this, and I tell you what, you help me open cards, and whatever we pull, I'll give you a percentage of it if you help me keep the notes and put them away and wrap them up and stuff. I tell you what, my middle son Landon came up to me yesterday. He said, Dad, I want to buy a couple packs of cards so I can open some. Like, bro, you don't have to. Thank you, John. You know, I was like, you don't have to buy them from me, man. It's just awesome to watch you do it. I don't know. It's just cool. It is. I never thought about that with cards. My dad didn't do that with me. So it's different. But, man, I'm really excited that we did it. I really am. And we're going to keep doing it. All right, so here's where we're at so far, guys. Everything looks really clean. I'm really happy with this so far. I'm really happy with the way it looks. Now time for a 5-second drink break. Okay, let's see, a little intermission here. Let's do this. Ready? And boom. All right, let's take 5 seconds here so I can bring something up to you guys so that you're aware of it. I've been talking about it for a while, and obviously because we transitioned back to the house, just so I could work from home, it got delayed about a month. So the idea was running that discount FPV page, the Facebook page. We got some pushback on it because we were not letting people who didn't have Facebook, they didn't understand, like they didn't know we were gonna run a sale. So I had to figure out what to do. So here's what I've decided to do. On the CycloneFPV page there's going to be a new forum that's going up. It's just a little chat forum, but it's not for chatting. It's just for you guys to be able to see what I'm about to put on sale. And again, let me tell you, I will tell you flat out, everything that I've got in inventory right now, well, let me say this, 99%. I'm not counting these things up here because these are very expensive and they just came in, and you can't sell a thermal drone at cost because there's a lot more cost involved, and it's still, anyways, point being is frames, motors, ESCs, flight controls, everything, all right? I'm doing it cost plus. So when I tell you that it's cost plus, and I mean it, but here's the catch. I don't want PayPal fees on this crap. I don't want to pay for your shipping. You're literally getting it for cost plus the shipping. So it'll be posted on the page. We're talking about, like I said, we're talking about frames that are $40, $50 going for $10, $7. Okay, we bought a huge amount of surplus a year ago, right when COVID was really getting bad and all these shortages were coming. And all I've noticed is that's just caused me problems because now I sell a $20 board and I got this guy taking 2 hours of my time because he doesn't know how to use it, and I'm like, forget it, I'm done. All right, that's money lost. So get ready for it, okay? Get ready for it because it's starting this week. Will be the cost plus sale on everything, all right? Except for a couple things like, I don't know. But you're gonna get some huge deals. So please get with your friends, combine your stuff, I don't care, but it'll be cost plus, and you guys should be able to make out like bandits. John, I just read what you wrote, and I will tell you this. It is a regret. I will tell you that that is something that, my dad has worked his whole life. Right now, he's still in Beirut. That's it. He's that way. That's how he's programmed. I don't hold it against him, but because of that, I knew exactly what I was not going to do. And I have to say, my dad's hard work allowed me to be able to do what I do today because he supported his family. It came from nothing. And, I kind of feel like I can't fault him for that because it's just amazing what he's done. But at the same time, it would be my mistake to follow in those footsteps when I don't need to. When I don't need to do that, right? Because I wouldn't need to keep working all that much and chasing the dollar all that much. He did that for all of us, and anyways, but yeah, I could understand that. Time lost. It's like the biggest regret. Is this stuff listed? Mike, it will be. So the forum will be up. It's going to be a real basic, bare bones forum, so don't expect you're not getting any crazy. And then from there, you will see all the discounts on the items. The only thing I have to figure out right now is how to get you guys to pay without me losing fees, because I'm not taking returns. I'm not going to deal with these big babies that want to buy PayPal and then cry about it. It's all brand new stuff. It's not to jip anybody, but it's like after a while, there's only so much you can take before it just becomes like a bad idea. So I think it's going to have to somehow, I've got to figure out how to do it. But like, for example, I will tell you, I have a lot of people asking about those Radio Masters. And we did have some left. They're going to go for like 130, maybe 120, something like that. TX16S, can't argue that. Nobody could tell me that's not a good price, right? And I do want to give my customers who have supported us first dibs on everything. So I'm working on that. So just watch the site for the forums. When those come up, you'll know, you'll definitely see it. And you'll also see it if you're on the Discount FPV group page. So if you're not a member of that, go become a member and get ready. And if you're a douchebag that has been totally a dick to me and my wife, don't try to buy, because I have you marked already, and if I see your account try to buy any of that stuff at a discount, I'm going to reject it. Sorry, but that's my payback for you being whoever, if you happen to, if you happen to talk crap about the company or talk crap about me or my wife, yeah, you're not going to benefit from this sale. So, sorry. Sometimes we do get the last laugh, I guess. Suckers. All right, let's get this Vista ready. But you guys are going to make a killing. NRA convention. Trump is supposed to be. Hey, John, do you know that the Trump Wins website that I have has just been, I mean, it's like, I don't know, man. It's got like record number of people joining, and I don't even do anything with it. You know, I created that so many years ago, and it's like people right there now, like they think, I don't know. It's just, you have to check it out when you get time. All right, this soldering iron is just about dead. It's so hot now that it's like I can't even get this tip to clean properly now. So I guess this will probably be the last build I do with the soldering iron. And by the way, guys, soldering supplies, tools, everything is going to be at cost plus. So please, if you need anything, stack up on it. If you wanted to start your own business, this would be the time, because you're going to have $500,000 worth of product be put on sale at cost plus. You cannot argue the numbers. I promise you. Nobody can. I mean, I'd be surprised. Last time we had dealers, stores that you know the names very well, contact me to buy because I was selling it actually below their cost because I bought it in a larger quantity. So there's definitely money to be made, so to speak. So you guys can enjoy that. All right, let me get the wires that I need for this real quickly. That'll be blue and orange. All right, here's the blue. All right, let's twist these up. Here we go. No, it will be, Mike. No. It will be on the website. You'll get a message if you're on the Facebook group. You'll also see it, but the website will have, and there's going to be a. Let's say if you're on the website right now, on the left-hand side, you see all that stuff. Before all, let me see. If I go to my website real quickly. Okay, I'll do this because let me just do it this way so I can make it to where we're all on the same page about this. I'm just going to get the screen to share real quick, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So there it is. All right, so here's the website. Let me put it up on the screen here. Okay, and there's my big ugly head there in the top right of it. Okay, so on the website right here where it says new products, right above that is going to be a link to our new chat room. Okay, so you'll know it's there when that thing says chat room or cost plus sale or whatever. Okay, when it appears there, I'm going to post on the Facebook page as well, and I'm going to do a live video about it because I'm going to walk you guys through it. That will have, it'll say like today's sales, tomorrow's sales, or pre-sales for anybody who wants to, any of our top favorite customers, whoever it may be. You'll be able to see it there. And that way it'll get to everybody so that it's not specific to just people that have Facebook. I hang back from, well, that's the thing is I had a lot of people tell me they're not on Facebook and they don't want to, they've been good customers and they kind of felt like I left them out. I'm like, you know what, that wasn't intentional. I didn't think about that. So to settle it, I will do a live feed. And we will have the Facebook and it'll be on YouTube video, and then you'll see it on the website. So everybody will have a chance to jump in and see what's going on. Okay, so hope that makes sense, and you'll see it coming up here in the next couple days. So just hang tight because we have got to move a ton of product if we want to begin to cut back on what we're doing and invest in new things. More custom work, more custom drones, more boards that are made for us, not buying everybody else's equipment, but buying stuff that we like, that we've designed, flight controllers, ESCs, things like that. Just a change over. Because honestly, like I've said before, when you start getting down to, hey, we're all going to sell the same crap and we're just going to nickel and dime each other. I mean, I get it. I mean, you know, these guys, like I've said before, all they do is sell. There's no labor, they just sell, and then heck, half the time I'm doing their support. I'm done with that. They need to learn how to step up and do their repairs and repairs for their customers as well, or those customers need to become our customers, or we just need to not deal with it. But like my wife and I were talking today, and I'm like, do you realize that you get these guys, they come in here and they'll buy like, oh man, this soldering iron, oh, come on. Maybe my wife knows if I have an extra one. They'll literally, now I'm not talking crap, but I'm saying put this in perspective, right? A guy comes to our website who's not really a customer of ours, but you know what, he decided because his normal place doesn't have a board, so he's gonna buy one on sale from us for 20 bucks. 20 bucks, 25 bucks, 25 bucks. This literally just happened, right? Hey, you got it, Mike. I appreciate you, man, and I hope all of you get to save a ton. I hope you do get to save a ton, guys, because I think that you're going to be very shocked with the pricing that you see. Some of the stuff will be below cost. I just don't have time to worry about it. So I'm like, look, there's a cost factor with storing it and shelving it and having to maintain it. So I take that into consideration and try to sell faster. Anyway, so you got these guys, right? And so they'll come in and they'll buy a board. And again, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but this is just the truth. You buy a board for 20 bucks and then it's support. Hey, I don't know, it's not where, hey, how do you wire this? Hey, how do you connect this? Hey, okay, so I get it, but let's just be honest here. If I sell you a board for $25, chances are I made $5 on the board. Let's just be serious, because you have shipping from China to here. So great, my cost is 20, I sold it for 25, and now I spend 2 hours on the phone or in support, and if I don't answer your support fast enough, you call and you complain to PayPal. Well, let's just say it takes me 2 hours or an hour of support to get you to understand something that costs 20 bucks. Now, if I get paid minimum wage, I would pay myself $7.25 here in Texas for minimum wage, which doesn't make me shit. So I made $5 on the board. Now I'm out an hour, and if I have to give you support, I'm out that $7.25. Now I'm actually in the negative. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And I don't care how you total it up. It's like it doesn't work. The numbers just don't work. Not if you're doing support. Now, if you're one of these guys that all you do is own a retail shop and then you pass them on to a support company, great, good for you. I don't see any value in that. That's not for me. I don't enjoy the business like that. But it is for a lot of other people, and I respect that. That's their choice, just not for me. There's no talent in that. I've said it before. There's no talent, and you're no different. You know, if all you do is sell and you don't do anything else, well, great. But what's your niche then? What do you do? It's like that Pretty Woman thing. You don't make anything. You don't do anything. You know, you don't. I don't know, make anything, whatever the hell it was they were arguing about. And it's true though. I mean, at the end of the day, you just sell. Well, good job. There's no talent in that. All right, let's get this soldered down and then make sure we have enough wire. And it's not that I don't want to give support. It's the fact that there are customers that I give hours to. And I love it because these customers appreciate it because because they're just good customers. Then there's guys that are like, this asshat that I got to deal with right now. What's his name? I can't even remember his name. Yeah, exactly, Mike. What was his name? Damn it. Leroy? No, I don't know. Anyways, this asshat buys two HDLRC boards, and cannot get his smart audio to work. And it's just like, okay, dude, listen. I don't know why you tried to change the UARTs. That has nothing to do with it. Remapping the UARTs has nothing to do with the problem you're having. But can you please send me pictures of your wiring and all that? Oh my God, this guy went off on me. You know what? Forget it. I've been doing this for a long time. Here's a picture of all my quads. I'll just know if that's how you're going to handle it. You're not going to swap it out right now. I'm like, bro, how would I swap it out? You're telling me that two new boards you have both do the same thing. I've sold 100 of them, never had that problem. I think it's something you're doing. So I'm willing to help you, but I need you to like actually send me pictures. Forget it. I'm just gonna fly them until they die, blah, blah, blah. So this asshat does that for 1 month, and then all of a sudden now files a complaint with PayPal. That's why we make these change. You know, that's why we make these change. Because that guy ruins it for all of you, right? Because I resent it. I start resenting it. I start resenting it because I'm like, you know, you piece of shit, you don't know what you're doing, and because you don't know what you're doing, you get mad at me. And you think it's the equipment, and it's not. It's the user. The end user is the one that's screwing it up. And when I tell you I'll help you, and then you tell me no, and then you bombard me with 500 emails, and I have to actually stop and read them all and respond. And if I don't respond, then you write something worse. You're the guys that ruin it. And those are the guys we're getting rid of. Doesn't make sense. I mean, all we're trying to do is keep products in a hobby. That's it. All we want to do is keep the hobby going. But all people want to do, a lot of these people, they want everything for free. They believe that they're $25 keeps us open. It doesn't. It doesn't. They're nickel and diming us just so they can get the best deal. They don't give a shit if my doors are open tomorrow. They just want to be able to say, man, I picked this up for a cheap price. Check this out. Man, if Banggood had it for $5 cheaper, they'd sell out to the Chinese company all day long. That's a fact. Anyways, so we make a change now. Oh, this is welcome to my TED Talk. Sorry, that's what my wife says. Been going off on talks lately, been going off on rants lately. Woo! I feel like there are some people that are just due for an ass whooping. I mean, just due for it. The entitled group that is due for it. And I mean, I'd like to step up and volunteer to commence the ass whooping, but it doesn't ever seem to happen that way. All right, where are we at? All right, positive and ground. So let's knock that out. If I can grab this darn. I'm trying to do a lot of this work without putting my big Magoo glasses on because I'm trying to get my eyes at rest. Look at the tip of this soldering iron though. This is crap. It's burned. Sourdough bread, bro. I love it. Sourdough bread. But you know, you have to understand, it's not the money. Like, it's not the money. I don't care if all you spend is $25, fine. I love you just as much. What bothers me is when you spend $25 and you think you're the freaking Sultan of Brunei. You think you're Mike Lowry, King Dingaling. Oh my God, $25. Now, Tarek, when I say jump, you better say how high. Man, piss on that. $25 doesn't pay for shit. So, and I don't care if it's $100. I don't care what you spend. I care about the respect you give me and my wife, and just acknowledging that, hey, you know what? At the end of the day, if something doesn't work, let's start with it being your fault first, and then we'll work our way to the equipment failing. But let's assume that there's an actual percentage of a failure rate, and if everything you touch fails, you're exceeding that percentage. You suck. You suck. I mean, it's not my fault. Don't get mad at me that you suck. You suck. Don't take it personally. Just own the fact that you're not as good as other people, and that's okay. Don't become an asshat because of it. All right. This gentleman is actually going to go with an XM Plus, so I need to prep that. Hey, Sam. Uh-oh, she must be busy. I can't get this damn temperature to turn. Look at this thing. This thing is toast, man. Look at that. It's like black. It's the end. It's the end. You know, I've been using this thing for like 2 or 3 years, I think. So I gotta say, for $60, sucker. Yeah, but it's like, look, watch this. I don't know if you ever burned through resin before. Watch this. It's like turns into goo. It's so hot. It's got to be about 500 degrees Celsius. So it's gonna probably catch on fire here in a little bit. So we should have a good show for you guys. All right, let me see where I'm gonna put this. Been spending $1 to make a dime. Amen. I mean, you know what I love? You want to know what I love, honestly, about this? I love when I get to make something. I love when I get to cut carbon fiber. I'm Mike Lowry. I love when I get to carbon. I told my wife, I was like, you know what? These trading cards, I'm going to make a custom carbon fiber stand for the most expensive ones. I love that. I don't care if I give it away. I just love it. You know, I love talent. I love when there's something with your hands and, you know, or your mind, whatever it is that you get to put to. But let me tell you something. When you're like, when someone's like, hey, you got these props? I'm like, yeah. Well, how much are they? $2. Man, I can get them for $1.50. Well, go get them for $1.50 and piss off because I still got to pay rent here, you dummy. Go. That's when I get pissed. Let's see. All right, let's put an S-Bus. Again, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It was a free one. Let's see. So we are going to run S-Bus. So let me I'm going to use the remaining wire that I cut. Where did it go? Where did it go? Unless I threw it out. I don't think I did. Here it is. No, it's not it. Where the hell did it? Oh, well. Whatever. I'll just get some new wire then. But I could have sworn I just had it. All right. So I'm going to pull some wire here. I hate cutting wire when I know I've got it somewhere. All right, so we'll take red, yellow, and black for this one, guys. So that'll be our ground, our 5-volt, and our S-Bus. And we're not going to need very much because we're actually going to go, let me look at that. We're going to go right here. So ground, 5-volt or 4.5, skip the 3 and go to S-Bus. So it's these right here. So we're just going to take a little bit of this and make some magic happen. Mike Lowry. Mike. So awesome. So awesome. All right. The rant is there. You're right, it is therapeutic. Anyways. Good people, good times, good memories. All right. I'm hoping maybe somebody who hears it will be like, you know what, maybe I was that asshat. Maybe I could take it down a notch. Maybe I could remember that these guys are human beings too. You know, it's like, I was watching my kids' football today, you know, and obviously yesterday my team played and we lost, but today was my youngest son's. And I'm literally sitting there watching these parents. Yeah, I don't think I can finish. I don't think I can finish with this soldering. No. All right, I'm gonna have to turn this off and get a new soldering iron. This is crap. Let me see if my wife. Anyways, these parents were like, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. If any of them happen to be watching, and some of them might because their kids are in the drum class, your kid's not going to the NFL. God, he is not going to the NFL. So shut up, right? Leave the 15-year-old ref that is doing that for $7 an hour, leave him alone. I wanted to break this parent's teeth today. They are heckling the refs, and I'm like, you are so sick. And your kid's not good, and your kid's embarrassed. Like, your kid just wanted to have fun. You want your kid to be your meal ticket, and it's not going to work. Get over it. Hey, babe! I think I lost my wife here. Let me go find... Guys, I need a 2-second intermission. I'm going to go to the other garage and see if I can find a last-minute soldering iron. I know my wife will know where it is, but she is vanished. I will be right back. Home phone. If this fits, I'll be very lucky. If not, I could become very unlucky. Yeah, that Nebula Nano is the best. I mean, like they did really good. They did really good. Oh God, I hope this works. Is that going to work, or this is going to catch fire? Let's see. Please work. Ah, damn it. Hey, babe. Could use some help here. My soldering iron has gone to kaput.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the uh-oh, it's really uh-oh. That's bad. I need to know where another one is. I'm trying to use this one. I'm afraid, see how it says there's an error? I'm afraid this is gonna just totally screw up. So I've got to find another wand thingamajigger,
Okay, let me go to the software and see.
please. Although this is heating up. I mean, it is getting there.
Alright, hold on.
All right. All right, let's see if I can take the tip off this one. This thing was just cooking, so let's see if I can take the tip off this one. I'm hoping this works. Well, it's getting hotter. It may work. We might be back in business, folks. Oh yeah, gravy train time. All right, I think this is actually gonna work. I hope I can get this tip recovered. Come on. Come on, talk to me, Goose. All right, let's see what we got. Any luck?
Maybe.
Oh my God, how many we got? Oh, you see, those are all new. Careful, huh?
Yeah.
Those are all new ones from the Xtronic.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, do they all say? Okay, this one doesn't say that. Let me see if I can get this one to work. It looks like it's
Okay.
heating up, but then tomorrow I'm gonna have to bring one from the shop.
This one, but oh, these all say, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
all
I'll
right.
leave these here then.
All right,
just in
thanks,
case.
babe. In case I need them.
I'll be out shortly. I'm just changing filters.
Okay, babe. Need some help?
No, I'm almost done.
All right.
Dogs took some time.
I need to see if this is gonna get to the heat I need. Come on. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Looks like we're back in business. Hold on. Let's see. Come on. Oh, and there we go. Let's see if we can get this to. All right, we need to get just a little bit hotter. That'll work. It's getting there. Not hot enough, but let's get it up there. Come on. See, tip's coming back to life. Come on, please. All right, I think I can finish this build with this because we're almost done. So let's strip these. Do 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 do. All right, let's see. Hopefully this is going to be working well. Hopefully it melts the solder quickly. It's okay, yeah. Not as quick as I was hoping, but actually it's working fine. There we go. All right, I think we're going to be good with this. So let's go ahead and get this onto the receiver. I'm just going to have to get used to the fact that it takes a little bit longer to heat up the solder, so I don't want to pull this off too quick. Let's get the 5-volt down. Let's get this thing to quit moving first. There we go. Oh yeah, that's working perfect now. Perfect. We found a solution. Random question. Do you know of a source for M2 titanium screws? No rush. I'm just hanging out. I think I might be the source. I think I have some. I think. So I have about 100,000 screws that arrived, and I want to say that we ordered titanium. I'll have to check, so I won't know till tomorrow. But if you just do me a favor and just send me a quick email, Tarek at CycloneFPV.com. Okay, and then I'll check when we head to the office tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to pick up. I'm gonna have to pick up a new soldering iron anyway from there, and get ready for our sale. So I'll be able to check there and see if any titanium came in. That's a piece of cake, my friend. I can do that for you. All right, so now let's see. We are going to take this and let me figure out how I want to run this crud. If I put this on the same side, just like we were doing, right? You know, I do want to say something. I know John Cobb is watching. Guys, I want you to know about something about John Cobb here. I never really get to take a pause and say something about that guy. John Cobb is a guy that put his own time in, his own investment, his own time, own everything to try to get the drone program at his school. And I won't say anything. All I will say is this. John's one of those guys that went above and beyond for his kids. And he's got probably one of the dumbest school districts I've ever seen that cannot appreciate a guy that could have a vision like that. There is an asshat that does work there who I don't care for, who's a con. He's a con. And if he ever wants to challenge me, I'd be more than happy to play the recorded message from that con, because he's a very arrogant guy that will basically take from anybody. And John had a good chance, and I think John's chance was taken away by people like that. So John, I just want you to know that I respect what you did for your kids, for the kids. I'm sorry that your district is filled with a few idiots. And that's me saying that, not you. So if they don't, let them get mad at me. I'm a vendor for them, and I could care less if I ever sell anything to them again. I don't support that district after the way they treated John. They're a bunch of lowlifes that really took advantage of a guy, let him do all the work, and then tried to take off with it and not include him. So John, you're a good person. Keep it up. Anyways, now let me read what you wrote here. Anyone heard of Corn Pop? I heard he was a bad dude. Corn Pop? I don't know what that is. Who's Corn Pop? Now you're making me have to go on my phone and see what Corn Pop is. Actually, I'll just go on my computer. What is Corn Pop? Now I gotta Google this. How could you throw this out here and not expect me to do that? Corn Pop what? How do I look up? Who is Corn Pop? Who is Corn Pop? I'm gonna probably regret doing this. How the Corn Pop resident became a part of Biden's... I don't know what Corn Pop... What does this have to do with Biden? I guess I'm behind on this one. I don't know if this has something to do with Biden or not. Gang leader who faced off with Biden. A young Joe Biden was the only... Oh. Here I am actually searching this shit up. Thank you. I knew it. I was like, I'm probably going to regret this. That's funny. That is funny. All right, let's get this part on here. What is the motor mounting on the 8HX115? Let me see. 8HX115. Shoot, you know what? I think that is going to be a 16 by 16. Hold on. I'm sorry. God darn it. Hold on a second. let me not the FC, the motors. Let me check real quick because I think it's going to be just like this one. So bear with me a second, I'll tell you. I was saying that you did a lot for your students, and your district is filled with a bunch of asshats for not appreciating what you did. It's going to be a 9x9 bolt pattern. I believe that's Sky Sailor. I believe that's a 9x9. I'll pull it later for sure to let you. I may have one hanging here actually. Hold on a second. I think I brought one. I don't know if I have one hanging here or not. Let me check. Hold on a second. Okay, I don't think I have it hanging here. Must be at the shop, but I have the Genie here, and I think the Genie is going to be pretty much the same, so let me just verify if I was right on that, and yeah, that is correct. It's a 9x9 bolt pattern. Okay, there you go, sir. All right. That's funny, corn pop. Now I learned something new. Corn Popinski. All right, where am I at now? Back to the wiring. Ground, 4.5 I mean, so let's do ground, 4.5. All right, that should be good for the receiver. And so now, and we will go back over this with silicone later. I just want to make sure we get a good fit here first. You're welcome. You are welcome, sir. See these videos like this one at night? This is the kind of stuff I can't do at the shop. I don't like being at the shop at night. It's kind of creepy out there. It's like, it's very quiet and dark, and there's animals everywhere, like deer and shit, that they scare the piss out of me every 5 seconds because I hear noises the whole time. So it's like I miss doing all this, and I was like, you know what? When you take what I enjoy doing most, which is these videos and making drones, and that disappears, I'm like, this isn't fun. This sucks. So I'm so glad that I'm back at home doing this and able to enjoy it with you guys because it really is fun. Without this, I really don't enjoy the hobby that much. I'm not like the pilot. You guys love to fly. I love to make people fly. I love to do something so people can fly. So when that gets taken away, I'm like, man, this sucks. I'm bored. All right, let's see how we're going to get this to fit. I think we're going to round it. We're getting ready to round this out here. This looks good. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to make sure our wires stay tucked. I may change this camera wire. Looks like I'm going to because it's a really long wire. And it doesn't need to be that long, so let me just, but for the time being, I'm just going to wrap it around so I can make sure we have a good fit here. This is going to slide over here, just like that. All right. Yeah, so we'll put a smaller camera wire for sure. It doesn't need to be that long at all. All right, so now this will bolt down right here. We will find a spot for this. I may just go with a smaller receiver down the road, but we'll see, because this receiver is supposed to fit right here like that on the back of the camera. All right, this is one compact little sucker right here. I'll tell you that right now. All right, I think they're 9x9. Yeah, 9x9. I agree. All right. Now, look at here. Let's take this off. My God, come on, you son of a bitch. Get off. Good Lord. All right. I realized that I have this on the wrong spot. It needs to go here. And this one needs to go here. Perfect. All right, now the antenna. So let's see the antenna they give us, because I'm hoping this is going to work, but this looks really, really long too. So this is supposed to go right here. This is how I designed it, but this antenna is super ass long. So let's see, we are going forward this way. So this would go here. We're going to go this way. We'll use a smaller video, smaller cable. This goes here. This needs to go here. And that's going to be long. Or we can put it on this side. Let's see if we can get a little bit of, no, let's put it here. Yep, that'll work. Let's do it. I love building. I agree with you. I love building. Hey, and thank you. Thank you. I'm excited about this build. I love this build. I love building, though. I do. And the thing is I like flying. I love building. Big difference, you know? So when I get to pick, that's why I don't fly. And people are like, oh, man, he doesn't even fly. I'm like, no, I don't. I build. You know, or I make it to other people to fly. That's not a bad thing. But if I am to fly, it means that I've got to do it after I'm done working, and then that means that's time that, I don't know, man. You give me a chance to sit with my wife and watch some SVU. She's into all that stuff, and I love it because I like to make sure that I know how to catch her if she's trying to kill me. She keeps telling me she knows ways to kill me that they'll never know, and I'm like, oh God. So I make sure to sit in there with her and watch it. Educate myself in case she gets any crazy ideas. But I do love to build, that's for sure. All right, let's see if we can get this just to fit right in there, please. Perfect. And that is something I will tell you guys on here. The more of these, are you building? Yeah, home drone, probably building something. I'm noticing more people are not putting this antenna, you know, this plate that goes over the antenna. They're putting it above this case and not in between the board and the top plate, and that gives it too much play to break. So try to focus on that if you can. For anybody that is doing that, make sure you try to squeeze it in between there. All right, let's see what we get here. Look at this, like a glove. Let's put that down right here. We will, like I said, I will go with a smaller cable. And now let me just heat shrink the receiver and place it right behind the camera. We should be good, I think. Yes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to print. Let me see how I want to do this because I don't. Perfect. All right, that'll work. Let me go and do this. So we're going to take this piece of here. And I think what we'll do is we need to go with something other than the XM Plus, either the XM or the RXSR or something smaller. It's kind of big, it really is. For this build, that's a pretty big receiver. So I'm going to change that when we're done, only because it's just too big for this. I find that's just overkill. Let me put this though, because this is what's going to mount here. Okay, and now, because I could run this underneath. Let me just see how much room I have. God, that's perfect. That thing fits like a glove. Let's get some heat shrink. Oh, it was, I remember you. I remember the jumper. It was the T8, right? That was the T8 that I think I repaired. Oh, I remember that radio. Oh, I do remember the radio. And it was a firmware upgrade. And I think the screen went blank or... Dude, it was hell. I remember that was hell. I remember that. No, I will never forget that radio. Because I was like, it was like there was versions, revisions, and it had been a year since a revision came out, and it was a T8. Oh my God. Yes, I remember. I'll never forget. There are certain things, there are certain fixes that I've done, and I remember them. That's one of them, because that one set me through like hell and back trying to figure out what had been done on that, because it was like firmware. One firmware screwed it up, the other one would work. Oh man. Yep, I remember. Hey, look, man, I love the challenges, and it's fun, so I appreciate the opportunity. All right, let's heat this sucker up. There we go. I think this is going to be too big of a receiver for this build. I really think we should go with something smaller, so I might as well plan for that now, because there's no need to be killing this thing. This is just too big. I need it to fit right in here. That's how it's designed, and this is too big, so we're going to have to change that most likely. But we can still get this thing tested. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get ready to fire it up, just so that I can make sure everything's running. And then we will get everything bound as well. And let's see. So hold on, here we go. All right, no continuity there. So that looks good. Let's check our 5-volt and our ground. Nothing there, so everything looks clean. I'm going to fix that there. Yeah, that's gonna have to change. Okay. Sorry guys, 1 second. I just need to make sure that I get this receiver done properly. This would be incredibly ideal if you were using a DJI, but I think the XM Plus, well, I know the XM Plus is just too big for this build to be able to fit it as compact as I want it to be. So let me just get this up here real quick. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this up front, since I know I'm gonna end up changing it anyway, but I can still get the rest of the quad tested here. So let me do that. Make sure everything is in place. Okay, all right. And for right now, I'm just gonna put the, until I put the smaller video cable, I'm just gonna zip tie that cable so it doesn't get in the way. And then we will put a very, very tiny cable right here. Hey babe, wontons in the garage. What's wrong, wonton? My little Yorkie wonton has escaped. What are you doing, dog? Come here. What's wrong? Come here. What's wrong? No? What you doing? You having a hard time? Go see mom. Go see mom. What? No. Go get mama. Go get her. Go get her. No, back close the door. Sorry about that, guys. Little dog escaped. All right. Okay, let's get this put up here. Like I said, just for temporary, until I put the smaller video cable on here. This will be just a temporary hold. Okay, let's put that here. Let's close this down. This is a tiny. If you want to get the idea on weight, we did finally get our scale back in. And then, like I said, this is just for a fun. This is a fun little quad. All right, so let me see, because I don't think this is going to give me accurate weight on this thing. So let me try to slide this just a little bit without having it all fall on the ground. Yeah, 90 grams. That's fun. It's going to be for a fun quad, that's for sure. Okay, let's do that. Sound, the good sound. I love that sound. All right, so let's get this into beta flight. And let's see if we can make magic. Look, we got our green light on our Vista. Let's see if we can get this into beta flight. I got to make sure that I can get my USB cable in here. I've got the wrong cable, but do I have my angle? No. You know what? For this one, I'm just going to, so I don't have to worry about it, I'm just going to take this motor off. Just unscrew the motor real quick. Because I don't have my right angle here. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I want to see the sucker spin. Oh my God, my fat fingers, I can't get this turn. There we go. All right, let's get the computer screen on. I love this little quad. This little Revelation was one of my most fun ones to do. It was fun to fly. Everything about it was it's pretty zippy. So, all right, let's get to the screen. Let's get to beta flight. Let me open that up and then I'll show you guys the screen real quick. Okay, and we should be good now. So here we go. All right, let's make sure we have our orientation right, and we do. That's good. Let's turn these off for the time being. Let's go call this the Revelation. Revelation 107 HD without the capital E. Top serial is not needed. LED strip isn't needed. Air mode always on isn't needed. And we can click save. Let's do this. No need to stare at my face. Let's look at the drone, right? All right, there we go. Let's head on over to our motors. Make sure we are set properly for our resource assignment. So motor 1, I gotta hold this one just in case it starts going crazy. Hey, motor 1. All right, motor 2. All right, so this motor 4. Perfect, and then we know motor 3 is the one that's unscrewed. So let's go ahead and disconnect. Head on over to BL Heli. This sucker is going to be ready to go. This is going to be fun. This is exciting. I love this little sucker. I got to put the whatchamacallits on too, and then that's it. The capacitor. All right, so for me, actually, I'm going to disconnect. No, hold on a second. I think 1 is going to be reversed, and I think 4 is going to be reversed. Okay, let me just do that for now. I'll do one shot here to test the ESC and make sure it's right, but let me just do this just to make sure I got this right. Okay, disconnect. Beautiful. Motors. Go. I think actually 3 is going wrong. What you doing, babe?
Getting these filters out, and I'm gonna come sit with you.
Oh, did you get that trash bag?
Yeah.
Okay, do you need my help doing it?
No, I already did it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Yes.
There goes my wife. See her? There goes the trash. During a build. Oh, wait, you can't. You're not on camera. Never mind. They didn't see it. All right, so one thing is just go back here. And let's read the setup again, and 3 needs to be reversed. Let's go ahead and go to 3, reverse it, write the setup. Okay. All right, disconnect. Connect that back. This is perfect. I mean, this sucker is running perfect. So what we will do now is pretty much wrap this up. Let me, the rest of it's gonna be settings with our DJI. So let me just get back here to this. There we go. All right, let's unplug this. For right now, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back, power it off. Hey babe.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to, I don't want to use the XM Plus. So let's give the gentleman a different option, like the XM. Depending on how far he plans to fly it, the XM would be ideal, or the RXSR. XM Plus is too big.
Okay.
It just takes up too much room, and I don't like the way it's going to be.
Do you have an XR here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. I just want to make sure it's either an XM or RXSR.
Okay.
Okay, let's just find out what radio he's using, because we can also go with something if he's using Access, then we can go with like an M Plus. Okay, either way, we want to go a little bit smaller than this.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to screw down right there. This is perfect, and that, sorry, if you could just ignore, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to take it off. I can't sit there and watch this thing dangle like that. So let's do 1. Oh, my soldering iron's going out. Come on, talk to me, Goose. 1, 2, and 3. All right, this is what it would be like if it was flying the DJI radio, okay? And there is a print that goes on the front of this, but I didn't print that yet because that's just more for lens protection than anything. I just wanted to make sure this build was good. So we do need to put the capacitor on, so let me do that real quickly. Please, oh please, oh please. Oh, look at the props. This is gonna be so cool, man. I love this build. I love, love, love this build. That's so cool. And the color, I love the purple. Purple's popping on this thing. Here we go. I mean, look at that. That's just beast mode. All right, I'll screw those down, but the first thing again is, here's my capacitor. So let me, I've done all that, and I need to just put the cap on real quick. So let me do that real quickly. Oh, I don't want my soldering iron to fail me now. Come on. We'll just crank the heat up all the way. Hey, Mike, thank you. I will check on that. Take it easy, my friend. Thanks so much for tuning in, too. I appreciate your support. I really do. Thank you, and God bless. Have a great night. All right, we got our capacitor on now. I'll just clean that solder up a little bit. There we go. Perfect.
It's my last run, and then I'm coming to sit with you.
Okay, Mama, I'm just about done.
What?
Well, yeah.
That was really fast.
No, it wasn't. It was an hour and 30-something minutes. You just took a long time. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see if that'll hold. I'm gonna have to go back over that with my other soldering iron, but all right. So let's get the. I want to get these props screwed down now so I can see exactly what this beast is gonna look like. What up? What up? Romeo's in the house, guys. There's a very good friend of mine, Romeo. How you doing, brother? Mama.
Yeah.
Mama. All right, hold on. I'm just about to put the antennas on. The props on.
What do you need from me?
Nothing. I was just saying what's
Oh,
up.
okay, okay, no. Hold on.
Psh, what I need from you? What do you need from me? All right, here we go. Let's do it. What up, Romeo? How's the life of treating you, dog? This is perfect, man. This is so perfect. Came out good. I love this little quad. Forgot how much fun this was to build. Looks good, huh?
Did you use a smaller antenna I brought you?
No, did you bring one?
I did.
Well, one thing I can do is it could use a smaller cable for video because this cable I zip tied it here.
This part's bigger though on the smaller antenna.
Yeah, right,
Okay.
and that's fine. So it's either way. This one will work just fine too.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. But there it is.
Looks good.
Look at that sucker. Thing is ready to go. So final weight. Let's get these out of here.
Are there people still here?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Where's that? Let me have that real quick. Let me turn my soldering iron off. I got to get it all fixed by tomorrow, okay? That's terrible. All right, guys, final weight. Here we go. Now, keep in mind that the XM Plus has been pulled off. So we are talking about 94 grams. This sucker is ready to go. Whoa. That was me pushing on it, sorry. That is with props and everything ready to go. This is a beast. This is going to fly fast, very fast. And that's it. Hope you guys, let me see, take that. I'll take some pictures of this one for this gentleman. I want to tell the customer, thank you very much for letting us do this for you. Let me show you. Let's go on like this. Here you go. Here is your HD Revelation 107. I will tell you, like I said, you will want to tame it down. It'll zoom. You've got a 25 amp ESC on here, so you could really put some power to these motors. This is going to be fun. You're definitely going to have some fun with this one. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this build. We'll take it for a test run, and I'll get a little video on the test flight that's coming up. But for right now, I want to make some final changes on here. I'm going to change out the VTX. I'm going to change out the camera cable, and I'm going to put a smaller receiver on here, probably like a XM or an M Plus if he's running Access. But there you go. So thanks for tuning in, guys. So an hour and 45 minutes. Did a lot of rambling on my part, but I appreciate y'all giving me your time and listening. And I'll see you soon. God bless. If you need anything, let me know. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Let other people know to subscribe too. And also, if you get some time, check out my new channel, Max Wax Packs. What are you doing?
I was reading the comments.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you. So check out that too, because we're going to be opening some cards and some other stuff too. And other than that, man, God bless. Be safe. Go spend time with your family, guys. You never know how much time you have left. There's my wife right there. Look at her. She's trying to geek the camera. Like, say, hey, what's up?
What's up?
Anyways, guys, thanks for everything. We'll see you with a couple more live builds. You'll see some new things coming up. And don't forget about that special, that sales that we got coming. And I'll post more about that too. Okay, guys? Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.